Hey guys, welcome back. Maverick here today with another episode of Monogatari, episode 5 of the Sodachi arc, right? Judging from the past, I think maybe this is the last episode of this particular arc, although don't quote me on that. I haven't really looked at it. I'm just going from, the past series. It's typically like 2 or 3 episodes, something like that, until we get to the end, and then maybe we can get a pretty long arc, right? Beyond that, obviously, Araki is still trying to decipher the details, make up his mind on what exactly is going on in regards to the entire Sodachi situation. And by the way, I feel like a lot of people last episode were kind of getting, I guess I really shouldn't say upset, but kind of calling me out and saying, "Hey, this is not a detective series and whatnot. We're not really supposed to, question, focus too much on providing evidence and proof of what Sodachi actually did, and so on and so forth. And it's more a case of how Aragi views the situation. And I get that, right? I totally get that. I've said numerous times as well, even all the way back in the first few episodes, that really this is just a matter of how Aragi views it. But what I'm saying here is, even if that were true, then what I'm saying here is, dude, alright, you gotta make some decisions. You gotta think things through for yourself as well. You can't just simply be, you can't just simply change your decisions or make up your mind due to some other people influencing you without coming into an objective conclusion yourself, right? Is it like, think about it like that. Is Ogi simply telling Araki what he wants to hear, or it's not to mention, like, let's even put aside like Ogi's motivations at this point, right? Aragi, he should be looking at the situation, thinking through it himself, and coming to his own conclusion here as to what is the objective truth, right? Of course, you are free to think however you think, but me personally, I'm a big fan of, innocent until proven guilty, and so on and so forth. And I just feel like there's too many things being assumed about, Sodaji's motivations, why she's doing things she's doing, how she's doing things she's doing, and so on and so forth, without really too much evidence to the contrary. Like how do we know that she has a broken family, and that it is related to something that she wants Aragi's parents to step in and do, and so on and so forth, right? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it could very well turn out to be that way, and certainly Sodachi's position and her character isn't driving a lot of sympathy for her in terms of how she's treating Aragi, treating Senjugahara, and so on and so forth, but I still feel that we should give her the benefit of the doubt. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, with that in mind, let's get into the episode. Okay, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Uh-huh. And, and let me guess, this is what's written in the novel? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Huh? Wait, what? Huh? What? So, Sodachi lost. Yeah, we're still on the Sodachi. Aren't we still on the Sodachi arc? Or is this like a new arc in regards to Sodachi? Oh, huh? And what? Like, is this hinting that she has twins? Or like an older, younger sister, or, twins, basically. What? Did I skip an episode or something of that sort? Okay, so this is actually a new arc, even though it's still talking about Sodachi. Just know what I know. Keep your enemies closer or something of that sort. At least you know. Keep them where you can see them. But she doesn't end up like a... Isn't that a bad thing? Calling him out. Is that true, though? Or did she steer you to the investigation? I like how it's like, is that an airport or something? Sometimes the background or this. It's you, Aragi. Always, as always, the voice of reason. Oh, does that turn out to be true? Where Sodachi is living? Or where the teacher is living? Where Sodachi is living. Ooh, that's a hard choice. That is devilish. Okay. Yeah, good point. Okay. Creepy. Huh. There are definitely a lot of weird vibes coming from her, but hey, what's new, right? Where are you living, Ogi? Okay. I mean, that's something that Araki does quite often already, so. I don't know what's the problem here. Taking a long? Yep. The power of suggestion? Question mark? What is this particular scene though? Like with her below the stairs and whatnot. Dang, and how did you know? Okay, and how are you gonna talk her out of the situation? Or him? Ah, nice. Nice. Uh, let the debate begin. Too close. Way too close. The voice of reason. True. She makes a convincing argument. Where's the counter argument? Ooh, the straightforward approach, eh? Araki is like, try to remain invisible, try to remain invisible. Ooh. 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 Mm. Well, trying to misdirect her. Ooh. This is like a different angle of attack here. Oh. Dang. Uh, I love this. Hmm. I mean, that's kind of like an easy choice. Oh, the reverse attack. Okay. I was I was being like, how exactly would that be a fair fight? Dang, that's sneaky. Uh, 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 what? That was the deciding factor? Oh my god. Oh my god. 444, eh? Now that's kind of like taboo as well, because the word "for" in Japanese sounds similar to dead or death, kind of like in Chinese as well. Mm-hmm. I'm not quite. I agree with that, especially with Sodachi. Ah, yeah, yeah, because you know she's very desperate on this. I mean, the fact actually even allows Araki to go in, I think. Alright. Storm the castle, Araki! Oh, so okay. That's the position you're going for now? You do you. Alright, so the ending is the same. Anyways, see you guys after this. Alright, so that was episode 5, and I guess the first episode of a new arc, even though we are still in the same story here, right? So that was certainly confusing, but hey, we got a new opening out of this, so I am not complaining, alright? And in fact, I really like this new opening as well, even though it definitely raises even more questions than the last one, right? And speaking of this episode, though, I do definitely feel that it almost seems like you skipped an episode or whatnot, but I do kind of feel like it's probably deliberate, including, for instance, you know, they talk about in passing, you know, why exactly Sodachi knows about Araki's parents and so on and so forth, and then we get Sengoku mixed into the situation once again. So I guess that's kind of a reference to, was it 1 episode ago or 2 episodes ago? Actually, I think it was in the last episode, right? When Araki was going to, or actually was it 2 episodes ago? Right, going back to mid-school, finding his original locker or whatnot, and then realizing that, hey, you know, Sengoku is also part of this as well. So I guess they're trying to make this into a big reveal at the very end as to what this mystery is. So we'll just see at that point, right? Like what exactly this entire thing is. Beyond that, though, like for this episode, I really, really love that showdown between Ougi and Hanekawa there. In fact, I would even go as far to say that might be one of the most tense kind of showdowns and most tense battles, if you will, that I enjoyed since, heck, even since Kizu, right? Which, you know, obviously it's a completely different form of combating, of fighting, and whatnot. And Kizu really do have that sort of action-packed scenes and so on and so forth. But I do feel like in terms of the oh damn kind of reactions and whatnot, I've really enjoyed this one as well, and including how Ougi was trying to weave her attacks, right, different angles and whatnot, and then how Hanekawa was able to defend them valiantly and gallantly, and it was really, honestly, like, I guess maybe sorta kind of tying into these particular arcs at this point, right? With Sodachi having such a big emphasis on mathematics and so on and so forth. You know, logic is also something that comes out of this, right? And I feel like what went back and forth between Ougi and Hanekawa there was really more of a debate, right? You state your position, and then it's on the other side to sort of counter your argument in a way, right? You're trying to convince Araki through a sort of like logical statement, through an argument instead, and it's not based on like pure feelings or emotions or whatnot. It's just based on, you know, I state a certain position, and then the other party needs to state a certain position to counteract that, and so on and so forth. And then we also have the sort of you know, it's kind of like debate club, right? And you also have this sort of back and forth and changing of positions. Sometimes one side is on the attack, sometimes one side is on the defense and whatnot. And yeah, I loved it, right? And although I do feel that like both sides kind of sort of had some points deducted from them, right? Ougi for maybe stepping a little bit too far into a personal attack kind of thing or whatnot. Although, I mean, obviously the main purpose of that wasn't actually a full-on debate and so on and so forth. So I guess it is to be expected that some of her true thoughts or whatnot kind of came out and so on and so forth. And on the other hand, like Hanekawa at the very end there still relied on, you know, her sort of ultimate attack, right? I'll let you touch my boobs or whatnot. And obviously, yeah, I get it, right? Aragi, you know, I'm sure that he fought things through, and you know, this is quite an extraordinary situation to see Hanekawa be pushed to that kind of limit. But yet, on the other hand, it's still very definitely a facepalm moment when, okay, that is actually the deciding argument, the deciding statement that wins her the argument, right? So, hey, what can I say? I guess boobs is bigger than all, right? But yeah, anyways, that was quite fun, and I really enjoyed that back and forth, and also as well with already trying to do his best impression of like a tree or something. You know, you can't see me and whatnot. What was that from the Galaxy of the Guardians one? Was it Trax? Or Drax, or something of that sort, right? Mastering the art of invisibility and so on and so forth. Oh, that was fun. But definitely Hanekawa knows something is off, right? Particularly with Ougi and so on and so forth. I mean, again, this is way too early to call, like, if she has some sort of, you know, if ultimately she is coming from a malevolent position and whatnot, similar to Sodachi as well. Like, to me, I always feel that, you know, let's wait until the very end to then make the deciding judgment, right? We don't know anything about Sodachi, we don't know anything about Ougi at this point, so even though they are sort of directing towards, you know, they are taking more of an antagonist position here, I still feel that, especially in a series like this, it's really hard to say, right? They must have their own reasons as well. I don't think there's anything or anybody inherently, like, evil in this series, to be honest. Like, they just have their own positions that they need, that they believe in, and so on and so forth. Like, even Kaiki and whatnot, I don't really view him as evil. I just view him as having an alternative view, if you will, on everything. And heck, if we really are saying, like, you know, even the oddities and whatnot, especially if we consider them like sort of allusions or parallels to mental problems and so on and so forth, it's really not their fault either, right? It's the fault of the carrier, if you will. So I guess that's my main point on this, and you know, still gotta wait. Although again, I'm not gonna lie, Ougi is definitely very, very creepy, right? Like, more so than any other character that we've met so far. Even Sengoku in her snake form and snake god form and so on and so forth. You know, slicing through Araki in, you know, whatever which way and so on and so forth. I feel like Ougi definitely, and you know, full props to the animation studio and whatnot. Like, her character, like, the way that she, you know, that way that she's drawn and whatnot is cute at the same time, but at the same time, it's horrifying as well, right? It's the stuff of nightmares in a lot of ways. So, you know, full props to them, right? They kind of really got that balance very well, being both cute and terrifying at the same time. I like it. So, yeah, but hey, at least for this one, she has been defeated, and so they are now at Sodachi's house, and hopefully it's going to be, well, actually, I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting conversation. That's all I can say. You know, and I was actually fully looking forward to Araki visiting Sodachi alone, to be honest. You know, it's just that kind of situation, and I don't know why, but to me, I instantly, the sort of scene that popped into my mind instantly was actually the scene in Evangelion with Shinji visiting Rei in her apartment and whatnot. And I don't know why. I seriously don't know why. It's just something that instantly popped into me the moment that Araki said he was going to go visit Sodachi. But obviously, I don't think that's going to happen. Hanekawa is still right there beside him as well. So, let's just see, right? Let us see. So yeah, very interesting so far, and yeah, I mean, it is a mystery. I think I will refrain at this point from making any predictions until further, you know, further development comes out in the next episode, because otherwise I feel like, I don't know, it's too hard to say for right now. Like, you can go wild in lots of different theories, like for instance, just the opening, like my instant reaction, does Sodachi have like a twin sister or something of that sort, or does she have like a split personality or something, you know, something of that sort? I mean, who knows, although having a split personality does make a lot of sense if you think about it, especially since this is also kind of sort of related to mental problems. But hey, anyways, that's beyond the point. In any case, I will see you guys in the next episode next week as well. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.